And there we go. Okay, so today we're going to wrap up the Enlightenment. Originally, I was going to do something a little bit different, a little bit more in depth, but I decided, this assignment I've got planned, it doesn't really need to be all that difficult. There are four very brief documents you're going to read over. They are based on some of the writings of some of the philosophers that we learned about yesterday. And then all you've got to do is answer some really basic comprehension questions. There's 10 questions, but like I said, the documents are really, really small. It's really just an excuse to get you writing a little bit about history, get you looking, at historical documents, because that's something that we always do in here, and hopefully give you a really easy daily grade to maybe, help improve a little bit. Now, obviously, if you don't turn it in, that's not going to be good. But I honestly think this is something you can finish in 15, 20 minutes pretty easily. Get it submitted today before you leave. It is technically not due until tomorrow, but get it done today. Don't procrastinate. Just get it done. That way it's in the rearview mirror and you don't have to worry about it. Tomorrow, don't really have much planned. Like I said, I'll go over the extra credit assignment, which is already posted there. If you want to look at it today, you certainly can. But I'll go over tomorrow. It's essentially just what we've had in the past, the documentary review essay. Only difference is the years. You can watch something history related as long as it is connected to some sort of event, something important from the years 1450 to 1900. That is like a big window. So I don't think that you're going to have any problems finding something decent to watch. In the spare time you have, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, look over your grades, see what you're missing. Most things I'm still willing to accept. So, man, if you're missing some stuff, especially that first notebook check, please get that in as soon as possible. Final thing, as far as grades go, DCAs, if you, for some ungodly reason, haven't taken it yet, or if you're retaking it, those opportunities are closing tonight at midnight. So please get that stuff squared away. Again, if you ask to retake it, it should be opened up for you. If you already have retaken it, I'm going to go through and try to update those grades today. So without further ado, let's look at your assignment. Now, there's two things that you're going to need, and they're both under today's date. The first one is like the PDF version of the assignment. That is the full assignment. The second version is just where you're going to submit it. So let's first look at the PDF version so I can explain what is going down. You're going to start off with a very short reading, which really should be review. This originally was set up for another assignment, a mini Q assignment. We're not actually doing that. But I do like the overview, kind of the background information on some of the main ideas of some of these philosophers, Locke, Voltaire, Smith, and Wollstonecraft. So I think this will be a good review to kind of lead in to the questions you're going to answer. Once you're done with that, that's when the actual assignment starts. The philosophers of the Enlightenment, document analysis, real straightforward, okay? Key thing, though, for full credit, all questions should be answered in well-developed, complete sentences. I don't want to see any one- or two-word answers. Just give me a fully thought-out answer. If you do that, you're going to be fine. So your first document, pretty darn short, is from John Locke, his second treatise of civil government, 1690. Some of this is your opinion. A lot of it's your opinion. You just need to explain yourself. You've got 3 questions based on this document, but also based on some of the stuff that we talked about yesterday. If you're struggling with some of these questions, look back at your notes from yesterday. That should point you in the right direction either way. Your second document is from Voltaire, Letters Concerning the English Nation, 1726. You have 3 questions over that. Keep in mind, though, some of these questions are really like more than one. So, for something like number 4, you probably need like 2 complete sentences. Just kind of match it up to however the question's structured. Your next document is from Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations, 1776. You've got 2 questions based on that. And then finally, document 4, Mary Wollstonecraft, from her famous work, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, 1792. You've got 2 questions based on that. Again, as long as I see some effort and you put these in complete sentences and you try to fully explain yourself, I mean, this is super easy and it will not take you very long. Like I said, 15 minutes of sustained effort, I think is enough time. Now, where you're going to submit it is on the next link. And again, due to the nature of the assignment, I didn't feel like getting it all set up to where you could submit it in the same spot. It's kind of weird. It's a pain in the butt. So what you're going to do, you're going to actually submit your assignment here. Now, here I have all the questions, but I don't have the documents. I don't have the article, any of that stuff. So probably the easiest thing to do would be to submit it like, as a text that you enter. I would just, maybe copy and paste the questions over into the text box and then type out your answers. But to do that, you're probably going to want to download the other document. That way you can kind of flip back and forth. Again, this technically is not due until tomorrow, but get it done today. Like I said, 15 minutes. You should be able to knock this out no problem. If you owe me stuff, if you have questions about your grade, today's a good opportunity. This is something, we could have done a lot more this week. We could have done a lot more today. But I'm trying to build in some time for those of you that are struggling to hopefully get a little bit caught up before the break. So use your time wisely. If you have questions, ask them. If you need to know about your grade, come up and see me. Again, my hope is to help everybody improve at least a little bit before the break starts. That being said, I think I've said all I need to say. Any questions about today's activities or really even the whole week's activities? Okay. Well, like I said, be productive. Don't just sit there and pretend to work. It's easier just to work. If you have questions about the assignment, let me know. But like I said, it's very straightforward. A lot of it is your opinion. And if you struggle with some of the reading, because again, this stuff was written a few hundred years ago, look back at your notes from yesterday. That'll kind of point you in the right direction at the very least. But, we're always interested in looking at old documents because, well, that's just part of the class. We do that quite a bit. If you need anything, please let me know. You're free to listen to your headphones. But like I said, try to get this submitted before you leave class today. Yes. Yeah, it's fine. Let's kind of spread you out, though. Tell you what, why don't you come back here on this side?